What's going on? Welcome to another kickoff that we have here, another morning kickoff. I hope you guys are doing good. So, today we're going to talk about accountability and why accountability is the game changer in your business. Okay? I a lot of times we don't take accountability when things are not going right, and most people don't realize that they do this, right? Like, we don't really realize that we do this because it's not something that most people naturally feel good doing. So let's talk a little bit about it. I'm literally telling you, this is one of the major differences of people who succeed big time versus people who just play in the middle area, play in the average, versus the ones that really scale their business. Okay, so most people don't want to be held accountable. And why is that? Because being held accountable means that when things are going wrong, or in all scenarios, you're basically the person that's going to take responsibility. And usually when we're talking about accountability, we're usually talking about when things don't go right. It's easy to take credit when things are going right. It's easy when things are looking good. It's like, yeah, that's all me. I'm the guy, or I'm the girl. I did this, right? So we're not really talking about that. What we're really talking about is when shit hits the fan, when you didn't get the desired result that you want. When things are going wrong, most people, they try to dodge it. They try to duck and weave and not talk about it. So that is the key thing. Accountability is about taking the responsibility when things don't go right. Typically, when things aren't going right, you watch. Look at all the people who are taking responsibility. Even in a small communication, when it's in a one-on-one setting, or in a two-on-one setting, a group setting, a mass setting, you're running a big company, who's the one taking responsibility for why things aren't going the right way? Typically, the person who's doing that, you're gonna notice, is always the leader. The people that are always trying to dodge it, the people that don't want to talk about it, the people that's trying to pass off the blame, or they're defensive, like, well, I didn't know it was this person, or it was that girl, or, had I been told better, or, had this not happened, I didn't have enough time, the internet wasn't working, the systems are down, the company doesn't do this well enough, I wasn't trained that, and that's not my responsibility, etc. Like, all of these things, those are all the people you notice, second nature, that's just innately how they respond. But you're also going to see that these are mid-level, entry-level leaders, entry-level people, mid-level leaders. They're typically not the senior leaders. They're typically not the bosses. They're typically not the owners. The people that own shit, the people that want to put their feet to the fire, the people that want to talk about it and face the music when shit gets rough and shit gets tough, those are the people that what they're really saying is, I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to be the person to say, hey, you know what? I fucked up. Or I'll take the blame for this because I know I could have done a better job. Mentally, in their mindset, it's like, I'm not going to go blame somebody else, or I'm not going to go blame this person, because they're not the one, they're not the go-to guy. That's not the go-to girl. In their brain, I'm the one. Jordan wants to take the last shot. He's not sitting there like, hey, I don't understand why Steve Kerr didn't pop the three and win the game. I don't understand why I always got to take the last shot. He doesn't think like that. Kobe doesn't think like that. These guys are like, give me the ball. Forget about the play that you're gonna run. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. Give me the damn rock. Like, that's their attitude because they want to take the ownership. The game's gonna win because I'm gonna make the shot. And we're gonna lose this game, we're gonna lose this series because I missed the shot. But you know what? I'm willing to throw it on my back because I've practiced this shot a million times. I've done this 1,000 times. I ran this through in my head. 2 seconds left. Boom, ball, catch, spin, shoot, swish. Game over. And the crowd roars. Like, they play that in their head all the time. They're waiting for that moment. Those are the people that want the ball. But do you want the ball in your business? Are you the person that wants to take the accountability? Or are you more the person that's looking to hide and dodge the accountability, right? And I'm not saying this for anyone to feel bad. If you are, I'm saying this for you to be more self-aware, because this is one of the things that's going to help you to climb in your life, in your relationships, in your business relationships. Accountability tells everybody, I'm the person that's willing to be criticized. I'm the person that's willing to handle the heat. I'm the person that wants to grow. I'm the person that wants to change. That's what accountability says to people without you saying it. Right? There's a difference about willingness and want to. Some people, they want to grow. Some people, they want to change. Right? But they're not willing to. The willing to is the action. We always hear it all the time. People say, you know, it's not what you say, it's what you do. It's not what you say, it's what you do. So when the sales aren't there, when the numbers are down, when your business isn't attracting people, when you're not growing, when the money is short at the end of the month, there's more month at the end of the money. There's more bills than there are money coming in, right? Who's taking responsibility for that? Who's gonna go and change that? Like, that's really what it comes down to, right? So the people that are dodging that, you can tell right away. And they don't even really know. So if this is you, it's probably something that you're doing habitually and you don't even really know it. This is like general population shit. The general population, they see that things didn't go well, immediately pass the blame. Because by nature, we don't want to look bad. That's what it comes down to. We have an ego. I don't want to look bad. I don't want to look bad in front of my peers. I don't want to look bad in front of my superiors. I don't want to look bad in front of people that I respect. So let me pass the blame. How do you know if you're doing this? If things didn't go well, or you're in a scenario that isn't in your favor, you did something wrong, you said something wrong, the sales are not there, the business isn't growing, there was a loss, right? You lost the game, you lost a quarter, you lost a competition, or just whatever. You made a deal, that deal went bad. Just basically, the outcome wasn't what you wanted. You lost some key players, you lost some relationships, whatever it is. Are you trying to avoid that conversation? Are you trying to avoid that text message? You see that text message come in? You don't want to respond. Everybody knows it's 2021 that you see the text. Everybody knows that phone is in your hand. When people don't text me back, I already know that they don't want to, because they don't want to talk about that. When you're dodging the call, when you're not responding to the email, right? When you're dodging the in-person, face-to-face meeting, or that Zoom meeting that you need to do, these are all things that could suggest that you're looking to dodge accountability. That's all it is, right? And you're going to build a reputation as someone that is defensive, someone that really doesn't want to take ownership. And then you're going to group yourself as a mid-level person. You're going to group yourself just as like an entry-level small business person. But the people who rise to the top, the cream, these are the people, it's like, give it to me. I'm willing to take it. And if it's a big loss, then it's on me because I'll get it back. If things are down, let's figure out what we got to do. What do I got to do to shift, to change, to get this thing back rolling? How do we switch the momentum? That's the leader talk. That's the boss talk, right? So I'm going to give you a couple tips as we wrap this thing up. Let's get a couple tips. What can you do to be a little bit more accountable, okay? So in your business, in your life, when you have scenarios that are not going your way, check yourself, and when you start talking about it with whoever, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, parents, families, business partners, friends, whoever, associates, clients, whatever, right? When something's not going your way, are you the one that ask yourself, am I the person to blame? Am I the person that should be responsible for this? And the answer should always be yes. You're always responsible. And I know we're gonna get the people that's like, what are you like? But I really wasn't responsible. Like, I really didn't drop the ball at that point. I get it. I'll take responsibility. But that really wasn't me. That was the other person. And I understand all that. Build a habit of not pushing that responsibility to someone else. More often than not, if you're in the attitude of, okay, it was my fault. And I mean that genuinely, not like, don't learn how to say, okay, it was my fault. And it's just like, all right, it's my fault. And you use that to be slick, right? Don't be slick about it. Be real about it. That, you know what? It is my fault because whatever X person didn't do, I should have probably saw that. If I'm on top of my stuff, I should have picked it up. You know, I should have knew, and I should have did something different. If you have that kind of attitude, then now you're in a scenario of controllable, right? If it's on someone else, if you put it on someone else, you lose all control. So now you're frustrated because you don't have control on the outcome because it's on someone else. You're blaming someone else. But if it's on you, if you're the one to blame, you can change things, right? Like, you can't tell someone else to change, but you can change something. So number one, always put the blame on yourself. And you guys all know what I mean by this. I'm not saying like, oh, be all like, oh, it's all my fault, and then you're all like crying. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real responsibility shit, right? The blame's on me. We're not winning because of X, Y, and Z that I could have done better. And here's what I'm gonna do to change that. That's power. That's confidence. But when it's someone else, you're just victim. It's like, well, if so-and-so did better, we'd be winning. And now you're just frustrated because you can't control person A, you can't control your partner, you can't control the other guy, you can't control the outside forces, you can only control you. So always take the blame. Always take the blame. Okay, then ask yourself this question. What could I have done better in that scenario? When you're in a scenario that is unpleasant, you don't like, you didn't get a result that you wanted, you took a loss, you took an L, you lost a key player, you lost a relationship, you burned a relationship, you lost a contest, you lost a key contract, things didn't work out, whatever it may be. What could I have done better? How could I have foreseen this so that this didn't happen? How could I have not lost that deal? How could I be more organized? How could I have been more proactive? How could I know better? How could I be more trained? How could I connect with this person better? How could I be the bigger person? How could I have listened better? How could I be a better communicator? Like, whatever it is, the question really is, what could I have done better? And the third thing is, what do I need to change? So when things don't go right, now the result is done. Once you've assessed it, once you took the responsibility and you didn't pass it off onto Jane, right? You're in the driver's seat. Okay, what could I have done better? Let's assess myself. And sometimes we're not good at assessing ourselves. We're really not. We're the best at assessing somebody else, but we're terrible at assessing ourselves, right? So sometimes you got to step out and you got to ask someone that knows better, or an outside view, an outside look. You got to drop your ego, right? Do you want to grow more? Do you want to make money more? Do you want to succeed more? You want to level up more? You want to boss up more? Or you want to stay the same, pretend to look good to the same 15 friends that you got and dodge the responsibility? Or do we just want to take the responsibility and say, hey man, what can I change? What do you see that I did that I could have done better here? What do I got to do? Someone that knows the game, someone that's coaching you, someone that you respect, someone that has the results that you want, or just someone that possibly could have another eye, right? That's where we all got to be. And if you start building up this accountability personality, this accountability kind of mindset, this accountability discipline, and I call it a discipline because it's like a second nature thing. The minute shit goes wrong, some people just start blaming. The blame list, it's like a fucking scroll. The shit just drops to the floor and just rolls out like a red damn carpet, and they just start blaming everything and anything that's moving, they're gonna start blaming it, right? Or is your habit and second nature, shit hits the fan, shit goes wrong, it's like, fuck, what could I have done better? What can I change? Tell me, because I'm willing to change. I want to grow. I want to get better. I actually want to get to these goals. I want to scale my business. I want to make the money. I want to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you want to change more than you want to look good. You want to change and you want to succeed more than you want to be right. That's the real indicator. So accountability, guys, that's the game changer. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this helped. If it did help, you know what to do. Like the video, share the video. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right now, I don't believe that the YouTube algorithm has figured out or knows that this video or these videos have any content or any value to people. So to make sure that this gets out to more people and helps more people, then subscribe to the channel. Go into my Instagram bio, and that's how you can get to the channel, The Morning Kickoff, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell and like and comment and all those things. Give me some feedback in the comment section. All right, things that maybe has helped so I can understand and know what kind of stuff I can give out to you guys, or maybe things that I need to adjust, whatever it is. All right, love the feedback. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Guys, let's go. Let's get it. This is the beginning of July. You know it's going to be a dirty, dirty month. Come on. Let's go. I'll see you guys later.